Hi guys, this is Joy. Welcome to a 15-minute upper body and core workout. There's no equipment needed. The only thing you're going to use is the body weight. So without further ado, let's get to it.
So we're going to start off with 21 exercises. Each movement will do for 30 seconds on, and then we're going to have 10 to 15 seconds rest in between. The only equipment you're going to need is your yoga mat. These movements are designed to target your muscle area in your back, your core, and your upper body. So without further ado, you guys, let's start off with push-up variation. You can go ahead and do a normal push-up if you would like on this exercise, but I want you guys to focus on contracting your abs. I would like you to make sure that your elbows aren't too wide outside of your rib cage. Try to keep your elbows closer into your rib cage, and of course get that steady breath in. Perfect. We have made it to our first rest. Here you can see our next movement is just going to be a bear paw hold. Okay, a bear paw crawl hold. We're going to make sure we have a straight line from our elbow to our wrist and then our shoulder to our elbow. We want to make sure that we are contracting our abs and that our knees are elevated above the floor. If this is too difficult for you, you can always bring your knees to the mat, but make sure you hold your knees elevated above the floor. Alright, we have our next movement, which will be a tabletop pull through. So you guys can see we'll be in tabletop position, and we're just going to pull our right elbow to our left knee in towards our core, and then our left elbow to our right knee in towards our core. The power in this movement is contracting your abs, squeezing your core in as you come in. Alright, our next movement you will see here is just a side plank. We're going to be holding the side plank for 30 seconds on our left and right side. So in the side plank position, you can have either one foot stacked on top of the other, or you can just gently place the top foot slightly in front of the back foot for more support. We want to have those deep inhalations in the core and then exhale. This will keep the core tight and engaged as we complete this exercise. Okay, awesome. And we're going to get prepared or in position to the other side with side plank. Go ahead and take a breather because we are going to have a little bit of a long rest here, you guys, when we get started. So prepare to get to our next movement. It's going to be a modified forearm plank with a hip extension. So we're going to start off in our standard high plank. We're going to bring our knees to the mat, our elbows to the mat, straighten out, and we're going to gently lift one knee at a time off the mat. This looks easy, but if your form is right, you can actually feel the tension in your core as you complete this movement. And if this is too difficult, you can just simply hold the modified forearm plank. So our next movement is going to be a plank saw with a plank hip rotation. So go ahead and saw forward in elbow plank, and then we're going to go from left to right with a hip dip, and then the plank saw, which is forward and then left to right. Smile on your face, you guys. Let's stay positive. Our next movement here will be a plank jack. You're just gonna be in high plank position and then be in a jumping jack movement as we are holding plank. If you can't do the full jumping jack as far as jumps are per se, you can simply step the left foot and the right foot out. Amazing, you guys. As we take a breather, we're going to get in position for an elbow plank to a high plank rotation. So we're going to get in elbow plank and then we're going to push up to a high plank. As we're doing this, make sure you exhale as you elbow plank and inhale as you're in high plank. Alright, you guys, we have tabletop pull-throughs as our next position. It's a reverse tabletop pull-through, so we'll be in a reverse tabletop position. And then we'll slide our lower bodies in between our arms and then push ourselves back forward into the reverse tabletop position. Job. Our next movement will be an Indian push-up. Indian push-ups are simply a downward dog and then coming into an upward facing dog. Our next movement, we're going to be working on our backs. It's simply like a Superman variation if you guys have done that. But we'll go ahead and be lying flat on our stomachs. We'll have our arms in front of us and we're just going to bring our shoulder blades together while we're going to elevate our legs up in the air. At the same time, our hands or our arms are coming behind us. You can either have your palms the same way mine are. This next movement is a Superman. So we'll just have our arms slightly bent in front of us, and we'll pick up our legs and our arms at the same time as we pulse in the air, back and forth. Our next movement will be side plank pull throws. We'll get in our forearm side plank position, and we'll tuck our opposite palm underneath us and bring it out into the air. So we're tucking underneath us and then pulling up back into the air. That is time for this movement, and we're going to go ahead and rotate towards our other side and complete the forearm side plank pull throughs for our opposite side. If you cannot do this movement with your top leg and your bottom leg together, you could always just stagger that top leg in front of the bottom leg for more support.
In the gym or on the track, fitness flow, no looking back. Every movement, every game, push the limits, feel the strain.
Our next movement we're going to step right into is a downward dog to plank.
Fitness flow, strive for more. Together strong, we rise and grow. Fitness flow, let it show. Fitness flow, feel the beat. Strength and power can't be beat. Every move, we rise and grow. Fitness flow, let it show. Morning run or evening ride. Fitness flow, feel the pride. Sweat and effort every day. In the zone, find a way. Every heartbeat, every mile.
Our next movement will be side plank dips. We'll simply be in the same position as a forearm side plank, but we're going to dip our hip to the mat and back up, focusing on our energy going to our oblique or to our core. I want you to contract that side of your core as you are pushing your body up from the floor. Most of your focus will be pushing your body up from that heel that's touching the mat. Alright, we're going to get prepared to go on these forearm side plank dips on the other side.
Fitness flow, feel the beat. Strength and power can't be beat. Every move, we rise and grow. Fitness flow, let it show. Morning run or evening ride. Fitness flow, feel the pride. Sweat and effort every day. In the zone, find a way. Every heartbeat, every mile. Fitness flow, wear a smile. Together strong, we're on the go.
Right, you guys, it looks like our next movement will be our cool down, which is just arm circles. We'll do one arm at a time. I want you to get the full 360, so we're going to do wide arm circles. We're gonna do our opposite arm now. Right, so our last movement will be arm circles, just going forward and then going backward. So we'll go forward for the first 15 seconds and then we'll go backward for the remaining 15 seconds. Good job. Easy does it. Go a little wider if you'd like. And that will be our time, you guys. Thanks so much for watching and sticking in with me. If you have, blessings and love.